Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Finger Guns Podcast with Tony, Dave, and James. I am your Canada host, Jimmy, and I'm here, as always, with...
The Return of the Prodigal Son, Tony B.
Yeah, welcome back, buddy, and...
Sleepy Dave.
Sleepy Dave, yeah. The insider baseball on this one is we were recording... I think this is the first time we've ever recorded a podcast in the morning.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the first times, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember what sunlight looks like when we're recording.
Yeah, usually it's in the dead of night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just want to bring my name back. I just said Tony B. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Big T,
There
Tony
you go,
B.
Big
there
T,
we
Tony
go.
B. The prodigal son, Big T, Tony B.
Yeah.
Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
I hope everything's going well.
Yes, everything's
Stop
going
being
well.
so fucking busy,
I know, man. I know. It just, you caught me on an off day, and I just,
It's all good. It's all good. These things happen.
These
you
things
know, we
happen.
adapt. We roll with it. We had super friend Greg T. Keg come on.
He already auditioned, man. He's got your spot.
He's got my spot. All
He's
right.
got your
Well,
spot.
good for him.
You
Good
know
for
what?
him.
At least in 2 years he's got his spot, because we do have to. I do need to mention that we need to issue a retraction. That Greg himself told us.
Oh.
Yes. Where is it? Greg's retraction was that Shirley Bassey, who sang the alternate song for Quantum of
Right.
Solace, Radiohead did for Spectre.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah.
he
That's
is
the
embarrassed.
editor's note.
He is embarrassed, and in penance, he will take another 2 years until he's back on the podcast.
Yeah. But
So-
you know what? Like every like a musical production, everybody needs an understudy. So
Yeah.
now Greg T. Keg
There
is
you go.
our
Understudy.
understudy.
You know
for
what?
now.
I liked the episode. You guys did really well. Really well. Yeah, good job, Greg.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you're back.
Yeah.
So now we
you
get
are
to do some of our usual bullshit, just the three of us.
Mhm.
We got a bunch to get through today. It's going to be a little bit of an odd one. You want to get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, we've got no best my worst today. That's kind of fun. We going to
I prepped one though.
no.
What do you mean?
No, save it.
I've
Save it.
seen quite a
I've
lot of
seen
films.
You know what?
amount
If
of
we-
films in the last little while.
If we miss enough of them, maybe we'll just have an episode that's all best my worst.
I'm sure we could pull one off. We most
Probably.
certainly could.
I think we could too. But for now, Dave and I were talking about it last week, and big ups to Tribeca for having us out for another year.
Yes, happy 25th anniversary, Tribeca. Thank you again. And now that Festival Sherpa Tony Baldwin is back in the house,
It is time.
it is time for, I guess, Tribeca time?
Yeah.
Tribeca time.
If
Tribeca time.
Fucking figures that you guys couldn't do a film festival without me.
Can't.
You
We can't.
You
It doesn't
do
feel right. It doesn't feel right. And also, we didn't want Greg just sitting there like,
I'm just going to go fuck myself.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
I don't
all
know
right.
what any of these
Cool.
movies mean.
Yeah. So Tony, as you're back, what are we starting to talk with for Tribeca, all the films we want?
All right, so
Yes,
we
sir.
got a list of 10 that we're going to go through. Let's start with one that Dave watched himself. I believe this was the winner at Tribeca. Dave, why don't you tell us about One Woman, One Bra?
Oh,
Oh, boy.
you're putting me on the spot,
Right
are
away.
you?
Wake
Yeah, this
up,
was
Dave.
the audience, the narrative audience winner. Oh, Jesus, Tony, you gotta prep a guy. You gotta prep.
No.
A guy.
No, we like to keep everybody on our toes so that
Absolutely.
we can
So,
just.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you keep me on my toes. It's
You
a
got it.
feature.
You got it.
It's a feature debut in a rural village. It's kind of like a rural African village. There's a woman named Star, and they're giving out properties. So you don't own your own land, but they are starting to give it out, right?
Mm.
So the pastor gives out fuck.
The deed?
The deed.
Yeah.
Gives out the deed to a number of families.
Okay, so hold on. So the pastor is in charge of the land.
I don't know if he's in charge of the land or if he's just in charge of handing out the deeds.
Okay.
So he hands out the deeds, and Star does not get one because she
Oh.
is not married, and she also does not know her lineage because it's related to being married and it's related to lineage, like if you can trace it back. So she doesn't know who her parents are.
Interesting.
And she comes across in like the village. I want to say it's a gift shop, but it's like a general store type thing.
Mm-hmm.
She comes across this book. It's like a National Geographic type book about like rural Africa. It's like pictures and stuff about I think something to do with nomads. And she's on the cover as a kid.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And she's like, "That's me." And the general store is like, "Get the fuck out of here. That's not you." And she's like, "No, that's me." Because she has the same scar or birthmark on her neck type thing.
Yeah.
And so she wants to figure out like if she's entitled to anything for this book.
Yeah.
And she also there's like there's more pictures of her in the book, and like there's adults with her, and she's like, "Is that my fucking mom? Like, why does no one know who my mom is? Does this guy know who my mom is?"
Right.
Type thing. So she wants to explore that, and then she wants to get her land, and she only has a certain amount of time before her land is basically taken away from her.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
And then the whole bra thing comes in with like a Red Cross type group who want to give bras to everybody in the village because they don't have bras.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
It's not slight. It's just there's not much to it, and it's very short. But the woman who plays Star is very, very good. She's it's like her debut feature. Her name is Sarah Karai. At least I'm hoping that's how you pronounce it. I'm not going to try to pronounce everybody else's name because I am not African and I'm going to butcher them and it's going to sound horrific. But it was well done. I can understand why it was picked as an audience choice. And like I said, Star is very good, and the director obviously has the juice.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to see them do something, do another film.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's really all I have to say.
Nice.
All right.
Cool.
Well, makes sense, I guess, for a narrative.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was. I think it premiered at Venice. There was some sort of Venice connection. I think it was like a Venice, like you know how Sundance has like the Sundance Labs.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a Venice lab type thing.
Oh, okay. And
Like
made its way.
if we had done this like immediately afterwards, I would remember it all.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm shitty at fucking research.
Yeah.
But it was like it premiered at Venice, and then
Right.
it came to and then it was at Tribeca.
Fair enough.
Nice.
So like it's an enjoyable film. Like it's not the greatest film ever, but at least like as a debut feature,
Yeah.
it's very well done.
Nice. Good
Good
All
stuff.
right. And that was One Woman, One Bra. Next up, we're going to do one that I just did. It's called Skateboarding is Not for Girls.
Cool.
This one is from North Macedonia. It is about a family in financial trouble. The husband is a piece of shit who kind of just left them high and dry.
Mm.
The youngest daughter gets into trouble a lot and
Mhm.
creates a lot of tension for the family. And basically, so then the family falls on hard times and they need to, basically need to get money or they're going to get evicted. So unfortunately, the mother arranges a wedding for her oldest daughter.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then it's kind of blood boiling,
Mhm.
but it was really well done.
What the fuck does this have to do with skateboarding?
Right? Because the girl, the youngest daughter, wants to be a skateboarder, and she does like videos of like
okay.
skateboarding. And there's like a skateboarding competition. So
Right.
there's a lot of things happening for a movie that's only an hour and 20 minutes. So like the mother's trying to sell off her daughter for an arranged marriage, but in order for that to happen, the daughter has to be a virgin, and then kind of hijinks ensue with that, and then the youngest daughter doesn't want her sister to basically
Sold off,
be sold
Yeah.
off, right? So she enters a skateboarding competition
To win the money.
to win the money, and I think my biggest problem with it is that they have too much going on.
It seems like it.
For something that was only like 80 minutes, right?
That's wild.
Because if you just put in a little bit more, I'd say, and we never say this on the Finger Guns podcast.
Yeah.
But if it had an extra 20 minutes just to flesh everything out, I think
20 minutes. Whoa.
Right.
Maybe 10.
Maybe 10, just because it
give it some breathing room.
It shifts gears a lot because you kind of get to you meet the family, you find out like they're in trouble and everything, and then the girl wants to go into skateboarding, but skateboarding isn't for girls. And then the arranged marriage, and then the whole turmoil with like the daughter, the oldest daughter, because she's just like, what the hell are you doing? Like and she already has a boyfriend who she wants to be with. She doesn't want to be with this other guy.
Yeah.
Right. And then the families, and like there's a lot of like there's a lot of questions that it brings up about morality and like just being being a human.
Yeah.
Right. And like this is and like there's a lot of family values, and like you got to honor your family, because if they do something to go against that, then it's like you bring shame to the family.
Sure.
So it's very much like that. To be perfectly honest with you, I wished it was a little bit longer, but at the same time, you're really in it with this family, and like the dynamic between the mother and the two daughters was absolutely fantastic. I held on everything. I can't pronounce the actor's name, but the girl who played the youngest daughter was absolutely incredible. Like,
amazing!
Literally, like you follow her through this journey, and like it's almost like a coming to age thing, because like you're in it with her, and you're like she's seeing all these things happen, and she's trying to grow up, and it's like very old school values in Macedonia,
clearly.
And it took me a little by surprise.
I love it.
Yeah. So that was skateboarding is not for girls.
This is why we keep Tony as the Tribeca or the festival Sherpa, because he's a lot better at this than I am.
Yeah. Dave's over here half asleep, so don't even worry about it.
Words. Tony's describing this movie like he saw it last night.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason why when you see some of the movies that I bring up that I just watched, there's a reason why I'm bringing these movies up, because these are the ones that stuck in my head.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I'm gonna do another one do another one of mine. This movie was on your guys' radar, so that's why I wanted to talk about it with you guys. It's called Humpty Dumpty X.
Oh, fun.
So this was the Tony Kaye documentary surrounding all the controversy with him and the release of American History X.
Right.
Totally timely.
Yeah. Totally timely.
Yeah. Relevant. Beyond relevance, beyond compare.
This one was kind of wild, because he does it with like handy cams, and he like literally does this documentary and do most of the filming of this documentary during that time.
Right.
So it's very like handy cam, home video-esque. Yeah. Pierce Handling is in it, because like there's a point where he's trying to get it removed from TIFF, because it's just like this isn't my version.
Yeah.
Right. So it goes into like how his battle with the studio, and like, you're not giving me my cut, and like I still have time, and like it just kind of sounded like he was like very I don't know if this is the word. I'm not gonna say that word.
Cunty?
Not cunty. I was gonna say audacious, but like
pretentious.
Very pretentious. Very like an artist in his head trying to be like, this needs to be the perfect version.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like,
so before you continue, for the listeners, if you don't know what we're talking about, American History X was a film that came out in 1998. Stars Edward Norton.
Yeah.
As what? He's a neo-Nazi.
He's a neo-Nazi
who gets sent to prison.
Yeah.
And then he's reformed, and he comes back, and he wants to help his little brother from
because his little brother's falling into the same.
He wants to get him out of that life.
He wants to get him out of that life.
Yeah.
So it's one of the best things Edward Norton has ever done. And historically, there was a lot of turmoil with Tony Kaye in the studio, and Tony Kaye was taken out of the editing room, and Edward Norton, who he had just gotten an Oscar nomination for Primal Fear, and he was hot shit. So apparently he was swinging his dick way back then, and it got kind of his this is how the mythos of Edward Norton swinging dicks and being a pain in the ass kind of started. And he re-edited the film with the studio, and I believe it's shorter.
Yeah.
It's shorter than what Tony Kaye wanted, and Tony Kaye went back and forth trying to get his cut.
Right.
Yeah.
And I believe this is how everyone found out that Alan Smithy was not a real thing.
Yes.
I believe this is the moment everyone realized that Alan Smithy wasn't a real thing. So if you know anything about who Alan Smithy is, if you don't, go on a Wikipedia rabbit hole because it is wild. But I believe this is what brought it to light.
Yeah.
So go back until I feel like you need the cultural
Of
knowledge.
course. I was going to get into that, but I'm glad that you brought that up. Thank you so much.
Yes. I also hate that I remember all of this bullshit, but I can't remember specific details from a movie I watched 2 weeks ago.
Totally okay. It's kind of wild. Because like you get some of the interview because he does this guerrilla style. So even when he's having like conversations with like producers and stuff, and even Pierce, like he's literally
how young is Pierce?
He is fucking young. Jesus. But I think that man has not aged because like I saw him and he looks the same same. Yeah. So that was wild when he showed up because like he's literally in the TIFF office and like you see people like other people in the office that are kind of just like what the fuck is happening kind of thing, right? And like Pierce is just like straight face and like I'm saying Pierce like I'm on a first name basis.
You're on a first name basis,
but I've met him a couple of times, so like I feel like I can call him Pierce.
But you didn't ask him to take a picture for you, did you?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Something we can't. That's something we will never be able to take back.
Yeah.
Oh, Cameron, I'm sorry. You were the only person right there to take the
God.
damn photo.
But that's definitely a story.
It is a good fucking story.
So, and it's just like because at one point in the movie they were he was like pleading to be like, okay guys, so the studio can release their cut and I'll release mine, right? And they're like, well, you can't have it under two names, right? He's like, okay, then just call it like Humpty Dumpty X. And it's like they're all looking at each other being like, what? Because like Tony Kaye is just on a whole other level. I don't think you guys have seen the movie. Dave, I think you've heard of it. Have you ever guys seen the movie Naked with Michael Thewlis? Is that his name?
No, David Thewlis.
David Thewlis.
It's a Mike Lee. It's a Mike Lee movie.
Yes.
That's what you're getting mixed up on.
So
it's a Criterion.
Yeah. So David Thewlis in this movie is just one of the most cynical sons of bitches like you'll ever see. Like he goes on literal tangents and monologues that just go on forever.
Yeah.
That is Tony Kaye in this movie.
Quentin would call him Professor Lupin.
Yeah, Professor Lupin. Yeah, and then so it actually did happen. So the studio's movie went wide, and his version went like limited. And he was saying like all the audiences liked his version better, and like it was very just. It's a lot of bias. There's a lot of bias in this thing because like it's just his voice. It's his just like the studio fucked me kind of thing.
Right.
So it's very narrow. It's not
very narrow. It's not subjective. It's very narrow. It's only his his words. It's only his vision. You can see I don't want to poo-poo on an artist because I'm an artist myself, so I can sympathize with him and like, you know, staying true to his vision and everything. But you can also see that like, you know, the studio did give him time and everything, and he kept extending and extending and just not being happy with what he was delivering, right? Like, there's a point when you're making a movie that is just like, okay, like you can watch this thing and you can hate it, and then you can edit it again, and then you can edit it again and edit it again. Like, at one point you're going to have to say, okay, there's nothing I can do with this. I'm just putting it out, and then hopefully if they like it, if they don't like it, learn from your mistakes and go on to the next one.
Fair enough.
Yeah, maybe tell that to Francis Ford Coppola and George Lucas.
Yeah, truly. Literally.
Or Jimmy, or our patron saint, Big Jim.
Yeah. Fucking guy.
Or Ridley Scott.
I was just about to say the Mac Daddy of them all, Ridley Scott.
Yeah, tell that to Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Let Ridley Scott know that he can stop making versions of Blade Runner now.
I'm fairly certain Ridley Scott is like the director with the most director's cuts like ever produced.
Every movie has a fucking
every single one has a director's cut.
Yeah.
Just be fucking satisfied.
We lost the wrong Scott.
We did. We really did. We really did. But Ridley Scott has the backup to do that.
Yeah.
and the runway to do that. Tony Kaye, that was like his first movie, right?
That was his first movie, and then he got it sounded like he kind of got blacklisted, and then he became, he got blacklisted. I don't know if he was already established as a music video director at that point, and that's the reason why he got it.
That's most likely
right, because then it just went into like he just ended up going to England and then just making music videos.
That makes sense.
And then he ended up getting famous, and like that was what
he did. Another movie with Adrian Brody. I think.
Yeah,
Detachment.
They touched upon that a little bit, and he actually had a movie at Tribeca last year.
Yeah,
that has not been released anywhere. I don't. The Trainer. That's it. Yeah.
I can't imagine why.
I can't imagine why either, but we hope we see that at some point. Otherwise, we'll just keep rewatching American History X.
I haven't seen it forever.
But Humpty Dumpty X seems like the better title in all of this.
I love it now. It should only be known as Humpty Dumpty X.
That was what when he couldn't take Alan Smith, he was going to go by Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah,
that's where that comes from.
But interesting. But
nice.
I just calm down. Just stop talking.
Yeah.
Just stop talking. All right. Next up, why don't we get James into the game?
Sure.
James, tell us.
Player 3 has entered the game.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Tell us about stealing magic.
Oh yeah, I would love to. So Stealing Magic was a documentary looking at a piracy ring within the magic community.
We're talking about magic as in
not the Gathering.
Not the Gathering?
I was just about to say the card game.
I wanted to make sure that it wasn't the Gathering.
Magic as in illusions. Magic, everyone. It's an illusion. It's all
as in the Prestige.
Yeah, I don't have a coin to pull out from behind your ear, but if
What
I
the
did,
fuck?
I would.
Or a card to come out of my my
yes,
underpants or something.
Exactly. Is this your card? And it's stuck in your dick hole. So it follows two magicians who also own like a magic shop that sells magic tricks, magic books, things that you would need to do illusions, or for a starting magician to start learning some tricks and things like that. And during this, they uncovered a bit where everything that they were putting on their site was showing up on another site for like 75% less,
even less than that.
It was and sometimes it's 90% less. So they realized that someone is basically pirating and selling magic stuff directly from their shop, and it got to the point where I think it was kind of like the straw that broke the back was a book that came out for pre-order that immediately appeared on that site for pre-order as well. And so that was okay, we need to do something about this. And so they tried to go through all the legal channels. They went to the cops, they went to the FBI, they went to whatever. Everyone was like, well, it's really hard to kind of track these things down. It's going to take a lot of time. And I don't know if we're really going to be able to stop it because, it's international. So it's going to take different agencies and law enforcement. And they were like, all right, fuck it. We're going to do it ourselves. And they kind of just go rogue to bring this piracy ring to an end. They resort to things like, throwing tracking devices inside the packages. They hire private investigators. They literally track down the first stage of it, which was basically a guy who was acting as an intermediary in I don't remember. I think it was Ukraine.
That sounds right. I was going to say Egypt, but they end up in Egypt later.
They end up in Egypt later, but they're in Eastern Europe at one point.
Yeah. I want to say
because they find they find the middleman.
Maybe it's not. Maybe
Might
it's not
not
Ukraine.
Somewhere Eastern bloc.
Eastern bloc for sure.
Bloc.
They find the middleman, and they're like, yeah, we found the middleman, and then they realized, fuck, he's a middleman.
Yeah.
So then they created another way of doing it with an actual tracked package, and they were following it around. And I think at this point, someone caught on to them and never ended up picking up the package, but they had a lead, which was it was going to go to Egypt.
Yes.
so then they flew to Egypt, and like what was really interesting too was like every country that they went to, they knew some guy that was like a magician and like kept meeting up with local magicians.
They had a guy everywhere.
Just a magician in every country.
It was it's kind of wild how small the magic community is because they literally have a guy everywhere.
And so like they meet up with
they bring in the one. Where are they when they bring in the one guy who like helps?
Oh yeah, that was also in the Eastern Bloc because it ended up sort of that way again, and it was like he like they put him undercover to go try to see if they could like
get the package
back, and he's like acting. He's like, oh yeah, it's for my friend, and they're like communicating back and forth.
Yes. Okay, it's starting to come back to me now.
Anyway, they get to Egypt, and then they also immediately get in contact with the actual guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't know. Like, he just hangs up the phone, essentially, and they're like, this is fucked. I think we got it. And then, like, all sorts of weird shit starts happening. Like, their fucking warehouse burns to the ground.
Yeah.
It's a wild adventure.
Yeah. Truly.
It's a wild worldwide adventure, and it's fun when fucking Teller keeps showing up and speaking.
So I was gonna say, like you're saying, the wildest and weirdest adventure, and I was gonna say the weirdest thing was Teller showing up as a talking head.
Yeah, anytime Teller speaks, it's always weird. I think he was on a show. I feel like it was Big Bang Theory, and he might have spoke there.
Yeah.
But it's always weird when he speaks.
He's not allowed to speak. Like Penn is there too, but they're also separate, which I thought was very funny. But yeah, like Teller's like talking about magic and you know creating magic and you know piracy and how kind of shitty it all is. And I was like, well, why are you telling me this? Where's your puppet master Penn?
The movie was absolutely wild, and it's like one of those documentaries where it's just like reality is stranger than fiction kind of thing, right? Yeah. Because like you can't write half the shit that happens. Like when they get to the warehouse and then the warehouse burns down, it's like what the fuck?
Yeah,
it's sad and it's wild and it's really interesting. And I think it's one of those things where we always talk about documentaries teaching us something or like bringing us into like a subculture or like a world that we don't understand and we don't actually know anything about.
Yeah.
And it's wild how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Yeah.
And then how deep the rabbit hole goes on magic piracy.
Yeah. No, truly, it was like you're uncovering a layer of like, you know, like if you watch like Penn and Teller Fool Us or whatever, like you kind of have an idea of like magicians and illusionists, but so you're like a little bit more ingrained into that subculture, and then you get really ingrained into magic piracy, which was not a thing I ever needed to know about, but now I do, and that's wild.
I don't love the ending.
Yeah, it just kind of ends.
The ending just kind of ends because it's still kind of going.
Yeah,
but it just kind of ends, and I thought there could have been a little more to it.
Yeah,
that's the problem with those documentaries. When they're doing a documentary about something that's currently happening, there's only so many ways that you can end it, right?
Yeah,
because like it's ongoing.
You can't. There's no
definitive end.
Yeah.
But still, they did the best they could, right?
Yeah, it still feels kind of petered out. That's all.
It does, but at least you kind of get closure on like a lot of what was happening in the documentary. So I think in terms of, we've talked about this with other ones where it's like it's way too close to the events that happened, and the court case is still ongoing or things like that, and you're just like you're left a little bit unsatisfied. I wasn't unsatisfied with it. It was just like, yeah, I get it, but like at least you kind of closed off like you know the arc that you were going for here.
Yeah.
Can you find the pirate? We closed that arc, so I'm happy with that at least.
Yeah, I just think that there's something there's a little je ne sais quoi that I wanted.
That's fair.
From the end.
That's fair.
That's all.
But overall, I thought it was a solid.
It's entertaining.
Solid, entertaining documentary.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. So next up, I wanted to talk to you gentlemen about a little
our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Yes. Our Lord and Savior Big Jim.
Yes.
I wanted to talk to you guys about a little thing called Brazilian kinky funk.
Oh man, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
So this movie is called Funk. I thought it was going to be a documentary. It most certainly is not a documentary. It is a narrative movie about a underground MC by the name of MC Sabrina, who
not MC Funk.
It is Brazilian kinky funk music.
Oh.
What is Brazilian? Could you define what Brazilian kinky funk is?
Can you show me what Brazilian kinky? Can you sing Brazilian kinky funk?
It is the most.
Can you pantomime Brazilian kinky funk?
Seriously, it is probably the most obscure, obscene, like I don't even know how they were able to get the rhymes that they did and connect it in like the most derogatory, like visual storytelling I've ever heard.
Okay.
In music, it's horny as fuck.
Yeah.
Can you drop a beat for us?
I'm most certainly gonna not.
rhyme?
So it's about this MC. She's she's underground. She performs at like little like block parties,
Sure.
kind of thing, right? And then in Brazil, obviously, in Rio de Janeiro, actually.
Is there anywhere else in Brazil? Like
São Paulo.
Yeah, but I feel like everything
Brasilia.
Everything happens in Rio de Janeiro.
Well, that's all where that's where the big statue of Jesus is.
I know where the statue is.
And where Fast and the Furious always goes. Nowhere else in Brazil, just
this
Rio de
is
Janeiro.
Brazil.
It's just basically like her rise. So like she wants to be famous. She's picked, she's plucked out, and then she goes into the fame, and then she starts getting famous, and then she realizes getting famous isn't what it's all cracked up to be.
Sure.
And like you get the fans of hers that come back and be like, you lost it. Like, you know, you don't really know where you came from anymore.
You
like,
used to be about the music,
you used
man.
to be about the music, man. And
she's Chapel Roan?
Pretty much. Speaking of people that just fall right off the thing, we're getting off track here.
Tony's got big opinions on Chapel Roan.
Apparently big he's not part of the Pink Pony Club.
The movie was wild, and it was very.
So it was narrative, or
it was a narrative movie.
Okay, it was a narrative.
It was a narrative movie, and the actress that played Sabrina, her name is.
Can you call her MC Sabrina, please?
Well, actually, she in the synopsis it says the rise of MC Sabrina, but when you go through the cast details, she's just listed as Sabrina.
Oh, shit.
Her name is Duda Santos. She is absolutely incredible. She was really, really good. The music, honestly, it was kind of catchy, even though it was like basically like "come fuck me in the ass."
Oh, fun.
Why do you think I want you to drop a rhyme, man? I want to hear some Brazilian fucking funk. What is
kinky
it?
Funk.
Like kinky funk. Kinky funk.
You should have known by the words kinky funk.
No, I didn't even. To be honest with you, I didn't know that. It was like they kept referencing kinky funk. Kinky funk.
Like, is this a thing?
Is this a thing?
Did you think they were going to rap about rainbows and unicorns?
I honestly didn't know what I was expecting.
Kinky rainbows and kinky unicorns.
But the movie is horny as fuck. There's a lot of horniness to it. And there's a lot of like female empowering, and because like a lot of people like they call her a slut and everything. She's like, no, I'm proud of who I am, kind of thing. Don't yuck my yum, kind of thing.
Sure.
It was good.
Nice.
It was really good.
Oh,
I
liked
liked
it.
I enjoyed it. And my Letterboxd review was, "Hey Siri, play me some kinky Brazilian funk."
Love it.
Oh, Siri's actually
Siri's gonna do it.
Yeah, you got mine too.
Can I ask a side question?
Yes.
I keep cutting you off, but I just have a side question. Are you the only person that says yuck your yum, or is that like a saying?
It is a saying.
Don't
And
yuck my yum, Dave.
I actually got it from a coworker. He was like, we were talking, and he was just like, Tony, I don't want to yuck your yum. And he kept going on and on. I was like, wait, hold up, bring that back. You said yuck my yum? He's like, yeah man, yuck your yum. And like it's our other coworkers like kind of like burying herself because she's just like, why is this conversation? And I took that from him.
Okay, because I've never heard anyone else say it other than you, and I've been saying it recently, and I didn't know if I was just saying a Tony Baldwinism or if it was an actual
real
phrase.
thing.
No,
it's a real
thing.
phrase.
Okay. I
thing.
feel less bad. I feel less ridiculous saying it now.
Yeah.
All right, because I
good.
kept saying it, and I was like, "Am I just quoting Tony?"
Well, that would definitely be a whole new.
You never want that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I don't want to hold space for that.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up, Dave.
Yes.
Tell me about Deepfake.
Deepfake.
Oh Jesus.
We don't even have to talk a lot about this. You can just do like a general overview. And
so a young woman gets broken up with, or she breaks up. Does she break up with him, or does he break up with her?
He breaks up with her,
and he starts dating someone else. And she's kind of she's upset, and she kind of wants to rebound type thing, and she's not really able to rebound. So she kind of finds out that like her friends aren't really helping her because she's reset.
She's honest. She's just so she's in her own little world, basically, and like she's just so far gone.
And she's obsessed with looking up what he's doing on Instagram, and he's having the time of his life.
She's having a terrible time getting over him,
right? Yeah. And all her friends are like having big life moments type thing.
And you need to move the fuck on.
You need to move the fuck on.
Got it.
And so she ends up calling like this rent a friend thing.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a rent a friend, and she's rents a friend, and she starts talking to that friend, and that friend is obviously very loves her story and cares about everything she's saying because she's being paid to care about what she's saying.
Right, of course.
And then she's like, well, why don't you reinvent yourself? I know this girl, this social media person who could help reinvent you.
Mm.
And then it kind of devolves into her trying to revamp her image and all the different gurus and managers and people she has to pay in order to revamp her social media image, and her kind of losing touch with reality and like what your social media, how you appear on social media versus who you are in real life.
Got it.
At one point, she's in her apartment, and there's just basically like people like everywhere, and like there's a projector with like that's like basically ghosting her phone, so that like whatever she texts, she's like, "Hold on, guys, like we got to send the text," and it's like, "Okay, say this," and it's like, "We're waiting," and like the ... it's like, success. Like it's one of those. It's one of those.
Okay.
It's very like. It reminded me of Man Seeking Woman, like that kind of that kind of humor, right?
It's very, very satirical and very, very biting and very like on like zeitgeist of like what is happening, but it devolves into something that I just fucking hated watching this movie.
So I didn't quite hate it as much as Travel Companion. I think Travel Companion is like literally like I never want to see that movie or hear about it or just even like a fucking whiff of that movie.
Right.
Deepfake is just slightly down there.
We got an email about it like a few months ago.
Yeah, and I instantly deleted it. Deepfake just wasn't. It just wasn't my yum, man. Like I wanted to like it a little bit more.
Sure.
It's very Gen Z coded, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'm just like old man River.
Too old.
Maybe I'm just too old.
I feel like it really gets in deep into the nitty gritty of it, and it just gets too deep and to the point where you're just like, this is fucking irritating.
It's too zany. It doesn't know when to pull back, right? It just throws everything at you, and it's just like, okay, like you're either on board for this like spaghetti on the wall kind of thing.
Yeah,
I keep saying kind of thing. I fucking hate it. I got that from you. I'm pointing to David.
You're welcome. Don't yuck my yum.
It's like very spaghetti on the wall kind of thing.
Fuck! It just keeps going deeper and deeper, and it's very real because I've heard these conversations in real life. Like I know this is all real bullshit, but it's just like it just devolves into a point where you're just like, why are we
continuing to watch?
Why are we continuing to watch this?
And then it
like
just
you should know it doesn't know when to say when.
Yeah, and then it just ends, and you're just like, I don't get it. I don't get the catharsis here. Like, what are you trying to tell me?
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah, this is bad, sure, but like, what's the end goal that we're trying to
exactly?
achieve?
What's the end goal?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Deepfake.
Wild.
So we're not recommending that.
We are not recommending Deepfake.
Maybe a Gen Z coded.
Very Gen Z. Very Gen Z. If you're Gen Z, maybe you can jump on this. Maybe you'll like it a little bit better than us. Maybe you could come onto the podcast and explain it to us.
I don't think we need an explanation, Tony. I think we're just too old to appreciate.
I just think it would be fun to just get a Gen Z's opinion about things, and then we can just riff from there.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Eventually we'll have a Gen Alpha.
Yes.
We already had a Gen Alpha on the podcast.
Oh, God.
And she asks the hard-hitting questions.
She does ask the hard-hitting questions for sure.
Is she Alpha or is she Beta?
She would be Alpha still. I don't think they started Beta yet.
Yeah, they did.
They started Beta already?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. Why?
Because enough years have passed? I don't know what to tell you.
I don't feel like enough years have passed yet.
Dave, you're almost 40.
Fuck off! Why are you yucking my yum like that?
Oof.
Get the fucking claw out of here, you bastard. Stop bringing that up.
For those of you in the audience that don't know what the claw is, that's what we've nicknamed James's foot.
Right. It's not because I'm deformed. My ankles are double jointed. Let's be clear here. My feet are normal.
It is quite scary when he reaches for something and then he just turns his foot into a claw and then he can reach for it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yes.
Next up, we have one of my personal favorites of the festival. It's called The Haunting of Pennhurst.
Ooh.
And that is a documentary about the Pennhurst institution for people with disabilities.
Oh, okay. And it's haunted?
And it's haunted.
Well, that sounds uplifting.
Because this institution was famous for its abuse of its patients.
Oh, this feels uplifting.
Because they wanted to cure, and I'm quoting this, mental retardation. And seeing the not the infomercials, like just like the commercials from the 60s and them just like saying mental retardation is very icky. I don't like that. I didn't like that. So it's now haunted, and it's turned into a haunted house. And
got it.
People come and they run this haunted house, and it's people with disabilities, and they basically use their disabilities to create their own character, so that they can scare the people coming in. It's like an attraction, a side attraction kind of thing.
Got it.
And the reason why I like it so much is because these are people that they get made fun of. They're just like they're not popular, and they come in and they find a community for themselves, and they basically they reinvent themselves. Like there was one thing that I held on to. It was a binary person. And she was just like, you guys, like, I feel like a monster. Like, you guys like cast me out. Like, I'm not even human anymore. And like, I just want to be who I am. And, well, if you're going to call me a monster, if they're going to call me a monster, then, I'm going to show you a monster.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, like taking it back for yourself, and like just creating something, and like creating something from that experience. And I really liked the one of the runners of this event, basically, because she was just like, if anyone says the R word, then it's an automatic, like, you're out, like, you're gone, like, that is not proper. And like, it goes into like the deeper myth of like some of the things that happened, and like they even do a little bit of ghost hunting, and it's freaking creepy.
Yeah.
And going into like some of the areas that were like kind of like boarded off, because they have to make like areas and stuff so that they can like basically like scare traps.
Sure.
Kind of thing. And it's very weird, because they have like backstage like BTS of the characters, and like they're all like in like clown, like one was like in like a dead clown kind of thing, and he's drinking water, and they're just like shooting the shit in their costumes and stuff.
Sure.
I thought that was really that was funny and interesting to look at. I just really liked the heart of this, and like the message that they were trying to do, and like just taking something back for themselves, and making it new. And I really enjoyed that. So if you guys ever see it, I was very surprised that I was able to watch this, because this was one of the movies that just had like 50 views on it.
Oh,
and I watched it partway through the festival, and it was still open. So I was like, damn, like
I'm glad,
but I'm also not glad, because like that means that like not a lot of people got to see this, and like I wish people could see this, because there's a lot of heart. There's a lot of heart to this, and like even if you like to get a little spooked here and there, there's a lot of spooky elements to it, and it was just well done.
Nice.
So that was The Haunting of Pennhurst.
Spooky.
And also, fuck everyone at Pennhurst, and fuck them all
Truly.
for like, because like some of the reasoning for some of it, it's just he's completely normal. What are you doing?
That was mental health until like 20 years ago, Tony.
And it's like, why are you treating these people
just
like
lock
this?
them up? Like,
So like some of it is blood boiling as well. So I'll throw trigger warnings on there too if you're easily triggered. But yeah, The Haunting of Pennhurst. Seek it out when it becomes available.
Nice.
Dave, I'm gonna do. Yeah, we'll do one that I did, that me and you did, and then we'll bring James back into the fold, and then we'll end with me and you.
Okay.
Dave, tell us about Mumford & Sons, the house band, or how I like to call it, Mumford & Sons presents Train Dreams.
Oh, fun.
So my wife is a big Mumford & Sons fan. She just literally went to the concert,
Ugh.
so I would. I don't hate them. They're fine. I'm not as big as she is. She went 3 times apparently now. I only went once when I had free tickets.
People are just obsessed with that band.
She said the person who was standing beside her in the pit had been 50 times.
Yeah, obsessed with this weird folky nonsense.
Anyway, so they put on. You'll have to look up what the concert is called because it was part of like a traveling circus type concert.
Sure.
That they were part of, or they kind of started again. Like they weren't it dates back to whatever.
Right.
But anyways, it's just about them putting on this concert series on like 4 different places in the States that they travel to by train, and they bring in a different act with them every time.
Yeah, like a traveling circus.
Like a traveling circus type thing, and they have to learn all the songs of that act.
Oh,
like as they go along.
Yeah, so they're learning the songs of whoever's coming.
Got it.
So they play like some Mumford & Sons songs, but they also play their songs, and they play like some other songs.
Yeah, so they're like a traveling band. Okay, the house band. I understand.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's
fully on board.
So it's basically a look at how they prep,
how they did it,
they prep, and how they put it together.
Yeah, got it.
That's basically it. It's very self-indulgent. For somebody who doesn't like Mumford & Sons, like James, you're gonna fucking hate it. For everybody, for people who like Mumford & Sons, you will enjoy it.
It's one of those movies where, like, watch it if it's subject matter that interests you. Like,
yes.
Sometimes with documentaries niche like that, it's just like, yeah, like if it interests you, if it seems interesting, then watch it. If it doesn't seem, then skip it. Like it's fine.
I thought it was interesting watching them kind of prepare.
Sure.
I thought that was kind of interesting to watch, and how they brought in the acts, and how they were learning things, and how they were fucking some of it up, and how there's one act who gets really fucking mad at them because they're like, you guys are fucked. You guys have fucked this up.
Yeah.
Like, we're supposed to be practicing. We go on in half an hour. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah.
So it was interesting watching them prep, but it's very much, if you like Mumford & Sons, you should watch it.
It seems like a self-indulgent vanity piece.
Yes, that is what it is.
Yeah. I enjoy
Good for them.
Right. I enjoyed it for the most part. I wouldn't say that I'm the hugest fan of Mumford & Sons. I do enjoy their music. I just liked how the whole process, it was very like very like behind the scenes, like how the what?
Will you wait for me?
I will wait for you.
Thank you.
James
will not.
James really. I think we had a trigger with that. We were triggering James.
We triggered James with Mumford & Sons.
Wait for you.
But like I like the whole like how the sausage is made kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I really need to stop saying it, Dave. I hate you. I'm going to beat you with this mic after this episode.
How the spaghetti's on the wall?
How the spaghetti's on the wall? No, this isn't spaghetti on the wall. This is more like how the sausage is made because like they show how they practice, and then they show clips of the concert, and then they just go, and you see, and like I even like some of like the BTS on the train, and like how they're like basically eating breakfast, and like Marcus is just because I'm a first name basis with Marcus.
Naturally,
apparently,
naturally,
he's listening to the song, and he starts to riff, and he's just like, is anyone else gonna like come help? And they're all like eating and like everything. It just shows how like people you'd think like some of these like musicians are like really like dialed into it, and they're like, no, they're really not.
every musician, every band that I ever played with, they're all just a bunch of fucking idiots, man.
Yeah,
we're all idiots,
right?
Like no one's just a bunch of tuned in,
right? It's just a bunch of degenerates.
I like who's the guy who sings that Son of a SOB song.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Son of a bitch. That guy's in it. I like him. I liked him. He was fun.
I like them rehearsing because he's just like, okay, and this is the part. And it's like, son of a bitch. And then he gets, right? Because he doesn't go full out, and he's like, and this is the part, and this is the part, and this is the part.
He wants to keep it.
I totally get it. Yeah. I'm saying I
thought
appreciate
the behind the scenes stuff of them prepping was more interesting than talking to Mumford & Sons.
Yeah. Yeah. You could even
That tracks.
the talking heads. You could have just eliminated that. Maybe just had like a voiceover and just strictly just the footage.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
That might have been interesting.
Yeah.
That would have been made it just that much more interesting to watch.
Yeah,
because it breaks down once once you're in the action and then you stop for talking heads. It always breaks it down unless that subject is an actual interesting subject.
Yeah, and I mean it's the same feeling I have about like whenever they interview athletes after a game. It's like they're a bunch of meatheads, man.
Yeah.
Just let them do what they're good at. Like,
Exactly.
You don't need their talking head here.
No.
I think they also needed to make it clear that this whole concert like takes place in like 4 days.
Yeah.
They don't make it clear enough that it's like
It feels like more time is passing.
it feels like there's a little bit more time, but it's literally like they stop here, they get on the train, and the next concert's the next fucking day.
Yeah.
They don't make that clear enough.
Yeah.
Because I found that out after, because I was looking it up after. So I found that out after. But they don't make that clear enough, at least for somebody who's an idiot like I am.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, like it's interesting, but it's niche.
Yeah.
And for people who hate Mumford Sons, you just don't want to watch it.
Yeah, again, no one's forcing anybody to watch it.
Yeah. James, let's get you back into the chat.
Cool.
Player 3 has re-entered the game.
Let's talk about Mineshaft.
Oh man.
And what's the
It's called the Cruisin' Murders.
The Cruisin' Murders.
Mineshaft : The Cruising Murders.
There you go.
Is the way it was titled. So first of all, I'll tell you what initially piqued my interest is I was looking at like some collections. I think there was a little bit of like a collection of like LGBTQ movies for Pride Month. And I saw the poster for Cruisin', and we'll talk about why in a second, but saw the poster for Cruisin', I was like, what the fuck is this movie? And I read the synopsis and I watched the trailer and I'm like, adding to my watch list. Thank you very much. I'm sure it is right there on the shelf behind Tony. Yep, excellent.
It's right there.
Excellent.
It's right there.
Excellent.
Have you never heard of Cruisin'?
I've never seen it.
Dude,
never even heard of it.
Take it with you after this, man. You need
We
to watch
gotta get
it.
your Billy Friedkin numbers up, son.
I do,
We've been talking about this for years.
It is a wild picture.
So, Mineshaft, the Cruisin' Murders is partially about the real murder case that inspired the movie Cruising. Also partially about the making of the movie Cruisin', and also partially about the gay community in New York in the 70s.
In the late 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in one.
Specifically the leather daddy scene.
Yes, but generally like about the entire community that was living in the village at that time, and like the culture that was around it. Yes, the various different subcultures of the gay community, the different haunts, the different bars, the undergroundness of all of it, the sort of the taboo-ness of all of it at the time.
Well, the Mineshaft is he's a gay bar.
Is a gay bar, yes.
Yeah.
And how one sort of fateful, kind of open and shut murder case ended up inspiring a movie with Al Pacino. I found this movie for the most part pretty interesting, albeit a little bit messy in terms of the amount of stuff that it was trying to cover in its runtime. Like, there's too much to pack all of this into here. I felt like there was things that they just kind of had to like rush through a little bit. They spent too long on other things. I mean, for a movie that's about the making of the movie Cruising, that's really only like a small portion of the movie, kind of in the back half. And it feels like it takes a turn because the entire front half of this movie is about the community, the culture, the actual murder that happened, the case, the murder suspect who then confessed and was caught and convicted and sent to jail. All happens, and then it just like hard pivots into, and then they made a movie about it, and you're just kind of like, okay, I guess now I'm watching this behind the scenes kind of documentary of all the shit that they were going through. And then right after that, they hard pivot back and talk about the guy that did the murders for a while. And I was like, why is this here? Like, what the fuck is happening? So I don't know. I just thought this one was a little bit messy in its focus. Like it lacked focus on what it wanted to cover. It just felt like it wanted to cover everything, and you can't do that because I left kind of going like, okay, so sure, I guess I know a few things. Like the original guy that committed the murder that inspired this movie was in The Exorcist.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That was like the one tidbit that I got away from.
I think that's how that's why he really latched onto it.
Yeah,
because it's Billy Friedkin.
Yes, exactly. It was that made him want to make this movie, or at least it. I think they had Billy Friedkin in his own words talking about like.
Yeah, they pulled that from an interview.
Yeah, talking about how like he like once he latches onto a subject, he needs to like just get it out sort of thing and like really get to the bottom of it and like immerse himself in it to figure it out. I don't know. I was just kind of underwhelmed by the entire thing. It did still want to make me watch Cruising though, so I guess it did something. Even with all the hate and vitriol that the making of that movie had with the protests and shutting down the production and like the entire community coming together to not be exploited by Hollywood.
But then they also had people who were involved, like they cast a lot of people from the community too, so they have kind of the back and forth of is this a bad thing because you're actually showing the community and you're casting within the community.
Yeah. This is all going into my point of there was so much happening in this documentary.
And I think my bigger problem is that they don't talk about the critical reappraisal of Cruising.
They briefly discuss it,
but I think that's more important is the critical reappraisal, and that just kind of feels like a footnote.
Yeah.
After they talk about the gentleman who committed the murders and who he became.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I didn't even know why that was there because then they went back to your point. They went back to, it's been, since then it's had a little bit of a renaissance. They're doing screenings. People seem to really
they've taken it back type thing. And that's the reason why I know what Cruising is because it's been taken back.
Yeah. But they just kind of ignore.
I've never seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
But that's why I know what Cruising is because it's been taken back and reappraised, 45 years later?
Yeah.
But they don't talk about that enough. And I feel like that is something more important that they didn't really get into. But I guess to your point, there is a lot going into it.
What this, interestingly enough, what this gets into as well is what we were just kind of talking about with documentaries that are made too close to the event. This was a movie that was made way too close to the actual event. Like that was like still fresh in everyone's minds. That just happened. Like bad timing really on Billy Friedkin's part to like do it. Like it makes sense now in hindsight, but when you look at it, you're like, ooh, that was like,
well, that's why everybody was upset about it. Everybody was upset about it. That's why.
Should have just let it breathe for a couple of years before you did it.
Yeah, it's trying to find that balance between the relevance and distance from the actual event. But then it's tough. I overall I found this documentary interesting. It was just my initial criticism of just like it was doing way too much.
So you want me to grab you the 4K from Arrow?
Yes, please.
Like if the limited edition is still out, I'm pretty sure it comes in like a leatherback box.
You can just borrow it, man.
Yeah, maybe I'll just borrow Tony's.
It's a wild ride.
Apparently the 4K got is remastered from the version Tony has because we have the
original
Arrow Blu-ray, but they've redone it since.
Yeah. I'm on the same mindset. There's some things that I found interesting, some things that I felt were absolutely wild.
Yeah.
But overall it was just the movie was only like 93 minutes or something like that. There's a lot thrown at you.
So much.
There's a lot.
So that was Mineshaft.
And it opens and closes with Dan Savage.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm glad that they mentioned that Pacino doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
because the whole time I'm like,
he like disavows.
Where's Pacino?
Where's Pacino on this?
And again, I think to belaboring a point, but like even talking about what you were saying, where they just kind of yada yada over the sort of the renaissance that this film has had, and like it's been re-embraced by the community and everything else. I'm wondering if someone asked Pacino about it now, if he feels any differently about it. 45 years on, like
I'm sure someone's tried.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Maybe they have. Maybe they haven't.
I don't know.
Or maybe we've never interviewed Pacino, but maybe that's like the thing right at the beginning of the interview where you're about to sit down and they're like, you're not allowed to talk about cruising.
Yeah.
What the hell is cruising? Good. That's the right answer.
Good. Correct.
And that's almost like it's a shame because Pacino is so good in the movie.
Yeah.
He gives such a great performance. Dave, have you not seen it in its entirety?
I have not seen it in its entirety.
Man.
All right, we're going to have a cruising party.
Yeah, definitely.
I've watched a good chunk of it, but I did not go back to finish it.
It's heavy. It's one of those ones that is just like, you gotta
I got that from this documentary. I was like, woof, this is a
you gotta space
movie.
you gotta space you gotta space out your rewatches.
Yeah, even what they were describing where how Billy Freakin was just like, I just shot a bunch of porn. Because I figured that way, then I'd have the movie that I wanted, and they would make me just cut out the porn. I was like, that's fucking wild, but dude.
I like some of the interviews for that though, like his, what was it? His the undercover guy who was the consultant or whatever was saying that him and Billy just like hung out to the club. Yeah, and they just dressed the part and hung out in the club, and then
started dancing or whatever.
And then the editor was just like, "It's not really my thing, but this is what I had to do. This is what I had to work with."
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
And cut to guy lubing up his entire arm so he could fist someone.
Yeah, that happened. That happened.
But there's so much in this movie. My God. Anyway,
that's fun. Like that was fun. Like I don't know. I enjoyed those little tidbits.
Yeah.
But again, yes, it does. There's a lot here.
Yeah. But still, I think I'd recommend it, and I think it may serve, and I'll watch Cruisin' and then I'll come back and report. But it may serve as like a nice companion piece
to Cruisin'.
Yeah,
I'll watch Cruisin' with you.
All right, thanks, homie.
We seem to watch Billy Friedkin movies together.
This is the way to do it. This is the way. All right, Tone.
So we're gonna close it out on our journey on Tribeca, and Dave, tell us about Never Change. Is there an exclamation point in there? Should I be saying never change?
Yes. Yes. So this movie's on Hulu already. Is it on Disney Plus here?
It's on Disney Plus here.
Okay. So this is a Hulu movie. It's come out. So it's about this class. Is it in Kansas? It must be in Kansas.
Kansas, yeah.
Is it in Kansas?
Yeah.
So the end of their high school year got derailed because there was a tornado that ripped through the town and destroy the school. I can't remember.
Destroyed the school.
Yeah.
This is like the small town's only known for like this disaster and like this gruesome murder series of murders.
This gruesome series of they're known for a gruesome series of pretty boy murders and this tornado. And so they've revamped the school system.
Yeah.
And for some reason, by revamping it, this class who never officially finished high school have to go back to finish.
Oh, that's fun.
And they have 2 weeks to do it while the regular high school kids are on
some sort of break.
Right.
I think it's like Christmas break or like fall break. Whatever. They're on a break, so all the adults have to go back.
Right. So Breakfast Club, but for 2 weeks.
Kind of. And then it's just about the group kind of coming back together to rehash old wounds, kind of rehash old flames, figure things out.
The high school tropes that you would that we have been called to love.
Yeah.
And they're just doing it now as 35-year-olds.
Got it.
Yeah.
Even though some of them do not look 35. Don't even look. There's like, brother, like you were in the 30s like 20 years ago, my dude.
Yeah. It's wacky, and it really, 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 really wants to be Wet Hot American Summer.
Got it.
And I don't think it succeeds.
It's that kind of humor.
Yeah,
when I was first, because I watched this over 2 parts because I fell asleep. I watched it late at night and then I fell asleep and then I watched it in the morning.
Sure.
And in that time, when I was watching it at night, I was like, I really hate this. And then I told David that I was watching, and he was like, it really wants to be a Wet Hot American Summer. And then as soon as he said that, I started laughing at it because I started to see what they were getting at.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to compare it to Airplane, but it's like that. If you didn't like that joke, maybe you'll like that joke. Maybe you'll like that joke. But it's just so fucking zany. And
It's very absurdist.
Oh, okay.
Very absurdist.
Yeah.
And some of the random people that show up, like Topher Grace is in it, and you're just like, what the fuck is he doing here? What are you doing, Topher Grace?
Yeah.
And it's a very distinct taste. And we're going to come back to Wet Hot American Summer very, very quickly. But I didn't love it. I was laughing at some of it, and I hated some of it, and I was just kind of like, this is too long. Yeah. This needs to be shorter. And the ending is just kind of like a yada yada, like bullshit ending.
Yeah.
Some of it works, some of it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, I did say that, like, the first part I didn't like it, and then once you told me, it was like, but even after that, it started to get old. Like, there was some jokes that just they kept going back to it. Like, there was a group of nerds, and anytime they were like shit fuck shit and like shit fuck shit. Yeah. And they kept going back to that, and I was like, okay, are they trying to get that they have Tourette's, or are they just being stupid? Like, why do you keep going back to this joke? Yeah, right. And it's like the three of them are doing it, and then other characters start doing it too, and it's just like, I don't know why you're going back to this.
Like, I think it's kind of fun because it seems like it's a bunch of buddies all got together to make this movie.
Sure,
because they all seem to be. When you look up their stats, their letterbox credits, they're all in each other's movies.
Oh, okay.
So it seems like a big group of people came together to make this movie. And if I remember right, I read it was supposed to be a series, which kind of makes it
that makes sense.
Makes it a little clearer why it's so scatterbrained.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, I didn't. It feels too much like it wants to be Wet Hot American Summer, and I'm not a huge Wet Hot American Summer fan to begin with.
Got it.
Yeah. So. It's a throwaway. If you just want a brainless, stupid comedy, just get high and laugh at it.
Yeah,
then you're in good company. But if you're like expecting like a nice comedy, like I would watch something else.
Yeah, exactly. Got it.
I just love that Sophia Black Dahlia.
Oh, from the Mick.
From the Mick. Yeah. She was also in The Night Of. Do you remember The Night Of? The Riz Ahmed show?
Yes.
She's the girl who dies at the beginning.
Oh fuck!
She's the one that sets it off.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She's the one that sets the whole thing off.
Yeah.
But big ups to The Night Of. If you haven't seen that, you definitely should. It's incredible.
That miniseries, I guess.
The miniseries.
That miniseries fucks.
Yeah, it's an incredible miniseries.
But
that Turturro's in that.
Yes, he took over for James Gandolfini.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that closes the book on this year's edition of the Tribeca Film Festival. Big ups to Tribeca. Thank you for welcoming the Finger Gun Boys back.
Yes.
To your festival. Happy 25th.
25.
Happy 25.
See you next year, I hope.
See you next year, yes.
And we're
gonna jump to some quick hit screeners.
Quick hit screeners.
Talk about some other stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's screener time. The movie's not even out yet. You cannot watch it. We'll tell you if it's any good. Screener time.
So, what screener's up first?
Well, since we ended Tribeca with talking about a film about Wet Hot American Summer, why don't we just bring up the film by the director of Wet Hot American Summer,
which I believe also wasn't it at Tribeca?
I'm pretty sure it was at Tribeca as well, so we might as well just keep on that train.
Keep on the train.
Yes, it was at Tribeca.
I am talking about Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass.
Yes. Nice. So this premiered at Sundance earlier this year, and it's going to be coming out in theaters in Canada on July 10th.
Nice.
And yes, as Tony said, it's directed by David Wayne, and it's written by him and Ken Marino, right?
Yes.
And it includes a number of Wet Hot American Summer alum in the film.
Nice.
Basically, this young woman, played by Gail Daughtry, the titular Gail Daughtry, she's getting married to her high school sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
They've been madly in love. She's very into him. She's very innocent, very sweet, very small town Kansas girl. And they get talking about her. She's like a hairdresser.
Yes.
And they get
or like a hairdresser or like makeup artist. Like
yeah, that sort like
Sure.
that vein.
Yeah.
And she gets talking with her buddy about sex passes, celebrity sex passes.
Sure. Yeah.
And she doesn't really understand the concept. And they explain the concept of a celebrity sex pass. So she brings it up to the boyfriend or the fiance, and he mentions I don't want to mention who he mentions, but he mentions someone, and they just happen to run into that person. And well, he takes advantage of that, and she's devastated.
Sure.
And she's like, oh, I thought this was just tee-hee. Why are we like for real?
Why is this for real?
Doing this?
Yeah.
And she's devastated. And her friend just happens to be going to LA. And he's like, I'm going to LA where celebrities are. Who's do you have one? Like, who should it be? She's like, well, John Hamm.
Sure.
And he's like, why don't you come with me and we'll find John Hamm? And so hijinks ensue.
Got it.
Involving her trying to get to John Hamm, involving John Slattery,
Lovely,
who is incredible in this movie. But Tony and I were we were a little under the influence, and I thought it was incredible.
I fucking loved every minute of this movie,
and I feel like it helps a lot to be under a few substances because this movie is fucking wild. It goes in a bunch of different directions. It plays on the Wizard of Oz. That's why I mentioned Kansas. It plays on Wizard of Oz very heavily, and kind of like the people she brings with her is very much Wizard of the Oz coded.
The people she meets along the way.
Sure. Yeah, got it.
Very Wizard of Oz coded, and it's really funny and really fucking stupid. And it's Zoe Deutsch, who I love, and she just fucking commits.
Oh, nice.
Everyone in this movie
commits, but like, it hinges on her committing to it, and her sweet innocence, juxtaposed against like the fucking ridiculousness of what's happening.
Yeah,
it's great.
Incredible.
There's a lot of what the fucks. This movie, if you fucking tell me that this movie is predictable, I will literally backhand you and spit in your mouth. Like there is no way you can predict some of the shit that happens in this movie.
Yeah.
And it is just so wild, and the dialogue is very like if you've seen Wet Hot American Summer, like it is that kind of
I love
dialogue. It's just so wild, and like the amount of commitment from John Slattery, like this is when you say you've never seen John Slattery like this before, that is not a hyperbole statement. That is a guarantee.
Nice.
He goes to some places where you're just like, holy shit, man.
Wonderful.
The movie is so wonderful. Me and Dave were laughing. We had to pause it because we're just like, what? Like it's
gonna be a movie that you'll have to go back to because you're not gonna hear it all. Because you'll be laughing too hard.
But
I love this.
And I love that Fred Malamed is like he's a fucking like postman who also is the narrator, and he keeps popping up.
That's
and
wild.
Just like, this is fucking whack.
And there's some fourth wall breaking in there too.
Sure.
That's just for good measure.
Sure.
And Ken Marino, like I'm not a huge fan of Ken Marino. I think his style of humor is just like he's just ridiculous for the sake of being ridiculous.
Yeah, fair enough.
But he fits so well into this.
Of course he is.
Into
Of course, playing in the world.
He wrote it, so he totally did it.
There's also a bit that I love. Joe Latrulio's in it from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
And he's out asking, like, have you seen this girl? Have you seen this girl? And somebody's like, you look a lot like Charles Boyle. And he's like, I get that a lot.
Funny.
James, definitely when you're able to see this, you should definitely watch it. You will. I think you would love this.
It's on my list now.
It is whack.
I am going to see it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's whack. And on the next episode, I definitely think that we should talk about Voicemails for Isabel, because that's a big one on Netflix right now. And that's also Zoe Deutsch. And she's also in Minions and Monsters, which I'm going to be seeing soon. So apparently we're just going to be the Zoe Deutsch hour for a while.
Absolutely.
Well, that'll be Dave anyway.
Yeah, at least Dave will be doing the Zoe Deutsch hour.
Lovely.
So that comes out on July 10th. Also coming out on July 10th is Racewalkers.
Yeah.
That one's going to be in limited release. We don't know everywhere it's going to be going yet, but
Certainly going to be up here in Canada.
it's a Canadian. It's a lovely Canadian film that James and I had the opportunity to see, and we got to speak to someone from the film.
We did.
So definitely keep your ears waiting for that. But James, can you tell me a little bit about Racewalkers?
Absolutely. Competitive speed walking.
That's it.
That's it. That's the movie. No,
That's the film.
It's the true sports underdog story of like guy down on his luck. In this case, he was a former pro baseball athlete, and he joins. He starts into the world of competitive race walking, which is power walking essentially.
But there's a form and there's very specific.
There's rules and yeah. So like it's the underdog story. You got a guy who's never done this before. He's got to learn. He's got to train. He's got to figure out the technique. He's got to compete, and he's up against people who are pros in this sport as well. And like how do you, as an underdog who's never, and his coach is connected to the race walking world. His mom was a race walker professionally in the Olympics and all of that, and he's a short guy, so he can't compete. He's too small. He would never be able to walk as fast as a regular sized person. But he's very good, and he notices the form. So it's got like a kind of a little bit of like a Moneyball kind of idea to it. Like he wants to change it up because it's always been about, who can just walk the fastest? And he's like, no, it's about the form. It's about and he sees this baseball athlete who's got the perfect form for it. And he's like, that's it. If we just hone his skill, he's going to win. He's going to be the best. And then hilarity ensues because it's objectively a silly, ridiculous sport. Because it's all about you have to keep your feet on the ground, but these people are also walking like a marathon in 2 hours. It's crazy.
Nice.
And yeah, he's
he needs fucking oxygen when he's done.
Yeah, it's wild.
He's training with breathing masks on.
It's short.
Yeah,
it's 80 minutes.
Love it.
It's legitimately quite charming and funny.
It feels very in tune with 90s sports comedy.
Very much so.
I like that.
You think about your
Happy Gilmore
cool kind
runnings.
of. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a silly sport enough, and this is a silly premise to anchor into that sport. So,
but it takes it seriously.
It does.
They never punch down on race walking.
And I think that's why it works.
Yeah.
Would this be because I missed this, and I'm very upset that I missed this. One of my good friends was actually the DOP of this movie, and I remember when he was. I remember him explaining it to me before he started filming, and it sounded fucking ridiculous. And I'm really happy that it seems like it turned out.
It's charming.
Would I be into it?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
I think most people would enjoy it.
It's warm and fuzzy.
It's warm and fuzzy, and it had some genuine laugh out loud moments.
Oh, I love that.
And it has a Smash Mouth fucking record. Needle drop.
Yeah,
I couldn't figure out the word.
That's fucking awesome.
And what the fuck else was I going to say? A lot of Splitsville.
Yeah, this movie is oddly sponsored by Splitsville.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
That's really odd.
That's
to
fucking
say.
awesome.
But the two leads are also the writers and directors.
Yeah, Kevin Clayton and Phil Moniz.
Yeah, and they're both great. And this is their feature debut.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great. So. But as Dave kind of mentioned, look out for our interview coming out next week with the
antagonist of the picture?
One of the antagonists of the picture.
Yeah.
Misunderstood antagonist of the picture, played by Robbie Amell.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he's great. He's so great.
Very good in this. He kind of embraces that role quite well.
Yeah.
He looks like an absolute douche the entire time. He was great in the movie, and he was also really nice to talk to.
He was lovely to talk to.
Yeah.
So get hyped, get ready for that interview that's coming. That'll drop next week.
Yes.
But thank you to Robbie for taking some
Yes,
time out to speak
thank
to
you.
us. And that's Racewalkers, and that will be in limited release next week in Canadian theaters because it's a Canadian picture. Premiered at Slam Dance.
Nice. I love that. Big ups to Slam Dance.
Ups to Slam Dance.
I've been in Slam Dance.
You have.
You sure have, Tony.
You have. And then just to wrap up on screeners, just because I got the opportunity to see this, I went to one of those Cineplex mystery movie Monday movies.
Yep.
I've gone 3 times now, and 2 out of 3 times were movies I saw at TIFF.
Yeah,
And
that'll
it seems like
happen.
they keep going to TIFF. They kept programming TIFF movies, so I was like, well, should I keep going? Maybe.
Yeah.
So I took a shot this time, and it was The Invite,
Nice.
the new Olivia Wilde film,
That's awesome.
which premiered at Sundance. That's going in limited release. It's already out in limited release in the States. It's limited release in Canada today, July 3rd. But it's also going wider on July 10th. So it's a chamber piece, just 4 actors: Seth Rogen, Olivia Wilde, Penelope Cruz, and Edward Norton.
Yes.
So Olivia and Seth are a married couple, and they're hosting a dinner party for their upstairs neighbors, who are played by Edward Norton
and Penelope Cruz.
and Penelope Cruz, and they have issues in their marriage, and they invite them over, and it's super awkward.
Yeah.
And then it gets more super awkward,
Yeah.
and then it gets even more cringy from there.
Wonderful.
It just keeps escalating, and it is very, very well done. It's very one location. It's basically entirely in the apartment.
It feels like from the trailer, it was like, this feels like a play.
Yeah, it's a remake of another film that came out a few years ago called like The Upstairs Neighbors or something.
Okay.
So I want to check that out, but it's really well done, and it's a great kind of like comeback piece for Olivia Wilde, because the last film she did was Don't Worry Darling, which was marred with controversy and all sorts of nonsense to do with Harry Styles and fucking Florence Pugh and Spitgate and her fucking getting the divorce papers on stage at CinemaCon. It was a fucking mess.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that the movie is a fucking mess.
I didn't think the movie was that bad.
It's not great. Tony.
Melissa loves it. I am not on that level of that. I think I have it on Blu-ray downstairs for her.
It is not good.
It's out there. It's a swing.
And it's not it's not as good as it's nowhere near as good as Booksmart.
Obviously,
Well,
there are not
yeah.
many things are.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And I have that picture with what's her name, where we're making eyes at each other.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I forget her name. She's on Last of Us now.
Caitlin Denver.
Caitlin Dever. Yeah.
Denver.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, The Invite it's really funny, and it's really dramatic, and it might be one of the best things I've ever seen Seth Rogen in.
Oh,
for
that's
sure.
Wow, that's high praise.
Because he's very, very good in it.
Yeah.
Olivia's great, and Penelope Cruz is very good in it as well.
When is she not good?
She's like she
Penelope
really brings
Cruz.
she really
It's
brings the
Penelope Cruz.
heat, and it's fun seeing Eddie Norton kind of be a little like dialed back and not so deadly serious.
That's
Like he
fun.
looks like he's having fun.
That's good.
I didn't
like
think
that.
I didn't think that man was capable of having fun.
It
I
looks
mean,
like he's having.
when he's been in some Wes Anderson joints, he looks like he's having fun.
It's very much along like it's like Eddie Norton, Wes Anderson. Like he's still dialed in, but he's having a little like he's smiling and he's not too fucking dead serious.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great ensemble, great writing, and it's definitely worth your time. I don't think I would be snort laughing like some of the people behind me, but it's very funny.
All right.
I like that.
I like it.
I'm
yeah.
in.
Oh,
cool.
Worth watching.
Sweet.
All right.
And with that, you want to talk about our main segment?
We haven't talked about enough movies in this one.
No,
We've thrown
we
a
have
lot.
We have one more thing to talk about, and I guess it's like one movie, but I think we're going to be talking about a lot of movies in this one giant segment.
I think we're going to keep going on the throwing a lot of movies at you train.
But, well, not really. This is all about the same topic. They could all be seen as one film if you really wanted to.
Really, I've watched 5 of them in short order, so yeah.
You sure have.
Jesus, Dave.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
It's
So-
definitely a lot.
Anyway, we want to talk about Jackass, the last and best.
Best and
last. I had it the wrong way. Best and last. Which, funny enough, I did the same thing that Dave did when Forever came out. I watched 1, 2, 3, and then Forever all back to back, which was a lot then. So I can only imagine how much it was a lot now.
It's a lot, especially for somebody who wasn't really into Jackass.
Yeah. Let's talk about Jackass for a second.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about Jackass?
I unabashedly loved the first one.
The
first one is I'm going to say a lot of things, and Dave's probably not going to agree with me, but you know what? I'm going to be that guy. Jackass, the original movie, is
Jackass the movie.
Jackass the movie is a goddamn timeless masterpiece.
I do not disagree with you, and I only say that
I don't know about timeless, but
Tony and I were talking about this briefly yesterday.
It is my favorite sad time movie. Like whenever I'm upset and I just need a movie, that is usually what follows.
I usually watch porn.
You know,
it's either Jackass or David Cronenberg's Naked Lunch for me.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with the porn.
Dave likes himself.
Yes. But I'm having a sad time.
Yeah, exactly. No,
although in retrospect, Jackass is very gay porn loaded.
I mean, there's a lot in there. Yeah, it's almost porn. Jackass came out at the right time for Tony and I. I feel like, Dave, you may have just been a little bit too old and you were already a little bit too pretentious by then to even like it a little bit. You were like, no, I've already seen, I don't know,
Schindler's List.
Yeah.
I would have watched Schindler's List by then.
Yeah. I've already seen high class cinema.
I've seen the entire filmography of Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. To stoop down to the level of Jackass. Meanwhile, Tony and I were just like fucking shitty,
just dumb teenagers
that were just like, this is what he got hit in the dick.
It's very low art.
Absolutely.
Very bro coded. Boys will be boys without the gross sexual connotations of assaulting women.
Yeah.
Assaulting themselves.
Yeah. It's just boys doing stupid shit.
How many times can we punch each other in the ball?
Yeah. How many horrible things can we do to each other's dicks and assholes?
Yeah. In a very short order.
Very short order.
So, anytime a Jackass movie comes out, I didn't end up watching all 4 before I saw 5. I'm not a sadist like Dave.
Dave is a sadist.
But I was reading back my reviews from that, and I was like, oh yeah, Jackass the movie. To Tony's point, I love that movie. I love it. I put it on a pedestal.
It's so nostalgic. And even now, I don't know how long it's been, 20 years?
24-ish, 25 years.
So looking back on it 24 years later, it's so nostalgic. Some of those skits are steeped in nostalgia.
So Jackass 2, I didn't like as much. I thought they got too much of a budget.
Yeah.
All of their stunts were so over the top. And I was just like, guys, this isn't, I've always liked the little shit, the stupid nonsense. So I recently rewatched Jackass 3. And when Bam is just wandering around, throwing a glass of water on one side and fucking hitting the boxing glove on the other. It's great. It's so dumb. It's great. I also, and we'll talk about best and last in a second, I promise. But this kind of tags into it.
I think we should talk about the legacy of Jackass first.
Best and last, yes. But one note I want to make now, so it ties in together properly. Best and last has a lot of clips from the previous Jackasses. And Dave and I saw it together, which I really appreciate, because sometimes watching Jackass by yourself is a lonely experience.
It's a very lonely experience. Let me tell you,
one of the clips that they brought back.
Can't ask Quentin to come watch that with me.
One of the clips that they brought back in that one, Dave literally, I think you just watched 3 before we went, and Dave literally let out an audible sigh and groan. It's T-ball when I love T-ball.
T-ball is my favorite. I just rewatched. I watch
every time.
I watched 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And Shark Week, but we don't have to talk about Shark Week.
I just watched 3 as well, but yeah.
But 3 and 4, 3, the T-ball, because they're trying to
cover it with like the black label, and like he's just moving all over.
Oh, not that T-ball. Sorry,
that's not T-ball.
Yes, that one's good too. But no, T-ball is the one where it's just like the baseball and the thing, and Ryan Dunn just hits the ball and it goes right into Steve-O's nuts. That's the
Oh yeah,
he's like,
okay,
hi,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Steve-O. I don't want to be Steve-O.
Yeah.
And the audible groan that Dave let out when that came on in Best and Last, I was like, "Oh, Dave, this is one of my favorite bits. I love it so much. It's so stupid.
It's a lot." But even then, T-ball is great. But the one that I'm talking about with Party Boy, when they like
where he tries to hit the ball.
They launch the ping pong ball and he like hits it with his dick, and Bam tries to catch it in his mouth.
Yeah, they show that too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Having watched them all in short order, there is a charm and a graininess and kind of a like I can see
like
the
DIY thing,
the appeal of Jackass in the first movie. I can see the appeal and the DIY-ness and kind of the where it came from.
Yeah.
And then the second one, to James's point, there's more of a budget, so there's more. It looks better. Yeah. Which takes away from some of the charm. And they also do a lot more gross animal things.
A lot of gross animal things in that one.
And I'm just like,
which I don't love.
I don't love this.
Yeah.
And they kind of like steer away from the gross animal stuff later to just like having like animals with horns on them, fucking bashing into them.
Always a thing with the bulls. Always something with horns, like that.
Well, in the third one, there was like pin the tail on the donkey, and the guy gets
getting kicked. And then when they get back to the third, back to the third one, like I can see the 3D gimmick is there for some of it, but it's also like more back to the like kind of them just doing stupid shit with each other. Refined it, and then the fourth one is kind of like taking it to the next generation and kind of like bringing in some new blood. And then they also do that one Johnny Knoxville stunt where he fucking really hurts himself with the bull.
Oh man, yeah.
And then they show it again in Jackass Best and Last. But I can see the appeal of Jackass.
Yes.
Watching them all in short order, do not. You need breaks.
You can't do a
never
marathon
doing
of
that
Jackass.
again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's always been kind of like, you know, the first one is great, and it's been kind of diminishing returns. There's good moments in 3. I don't really like 2. There's good moments in 3. There's some good moments in 4 as they try to introduce a new cast. But now getting into 5.
Yeah, Best and Last.
There's the charm. Because there's so many clips in there, and there's a lot of stuff that like has never been seen. Like the way that this movie opens is fucked.
Yeah.
Like it is like I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, even though you know how it ends, obviously.
Yeah, of course you do, but at the same time it's just like, what the fuck am I watching? What the like it's I was telling you this yesterday, but like it's the very first thing they ever did that launched Jackass. Like this was the proof of concept.
This was the pilot.
Like the proof of concept for what Jackass would become.
Yeah.
And it is so guerrilla. It is so like they do the stunt and then they immediately jump in the car and drive away because like they were afraid of getting caught. Like it's
and there's
so
a warning
fucked.
at the bottom of the screen
the entire
time. Like, do not do this. This is stupid. Like, you know how it always like starts off with
the
warning.
Yeah.
It actually has a warning on the bottom the entire time.
Oh god.
Yeah. Like,
and I don't want to spoil. If you haven't heard what it is yet, I don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
It's because you're kind of like James said, you are on the edge of your seat, even though you know how it ends. Because obviously they're still here.
Yeah, they made Jackass. Like know it worked, but
But yeah, apparently
it doesn't matter. It's still like it's so fucking. It's intense the way that it is shot. Like you're just like holy fuck, and like that's the use case for Jackass. I'm like yeah. No fucking wonder they were able to make this. Jesus Christ, like it's so compelling.
Yeah. But then it goes from there, and there's new stunts.
Yeah,
but they're not really stunts so much anymore. Because they're too old to do some of this dumb shit.
Yeah.
And then a lot of clips and them kind of talking about the clips.
Yeah. They really wanted to, I think they really wanted to send this one off. The original crew wanted to send this one off. But the thing is, like, the original crew is too old to do shit anymore. Like, like Johnny Knoxville he hurt himself so bad.
He can't be insured.
He can't even do a stunt anymore. Like he's basically like one stunt away from death at this point.
Yeah, like you can see that they're not doing it's not as intense.
Like Steve-O doesn't even have his real teeth anymore. Like he has.
Steve-O's lost quite a few teeth. Aaron's lost quite a few teeth, which it's always funny.
One of those fucking tooth
with the Lamborghini.
The Lamborghini. I thought they were gonna show it too. But
well, he's still got a fucking stupid gap there, and I'm just like, oh man, that's the tooth they pulled with the car. That's fucking wild.
I thought it's a silver.
It's a silver one. He had it in 4.
Yeah, it's a silver one now.
Because they do it in 3. They pull it in 3.
Yeah, they pull it in 3.
It's wild, but like
they pull it so hard. Like it comes with the
roots, I was seeing some reviews afterwards, and like there's the final sort of thing that they do, the final sort of stunt that they do is like this Saw-esque thing. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens, but it ends with Aaron just running. Like he just
Aaron's usually the one who's just like, I've had enough, get away from me.
But in this one it was like they finally broke him. They finally broke Aaron. Like he's done. He's done. Yeah. He's still running to this day, I think. It was like there's just when you can't do the stunts anymore, when you're like a little bit too old, it does make sense to end it. But what's weird about this is like maybe it was like Jackass Forever didn't do nearly as well as they thought or whatnot, or like wasn't well received by like any generation younger than ours.
Yeah.
But it's like
it made money.
It made money, but it's, like you watch this one and like all of the new people that they introduced in Forever, poopies aside, do nothing.
Yeah,
like
the girl there. Literally does nothing.
What about
Rachel? Rachel's the girl.
What's his name? The guy that they brought in to replace Preston. I can't remember what his name is.
Oh yeah, him and Poopies are the two that really
but like
do
Poopies,
stuff.
Poopies actually, it's fucking weird saying his name is Poopies. Yeah. Poopies does a lot, and even in 4, the other guy was doing a lot too.
Those two seem to do more than everybody else.
Everyone else. What about Jasper? Jasper was one of them. He's just kind of there.
His dad, I love his dad, but he doesn't really do anything.
His dad is also just kind of there.
Like Dark Shark.
Dark Shark is there, and they're just kind of there, and it's just like it's weird watching this one, especially Rachel, who is literally just like there, just standing in the background, never does anything, barely has any lines.
Well, she only had the one in Forever. Like she had the scorpion Botox, and that was
just
it.
Like, why are you here?
Yeah, she did something else. She did the mime thing too.
Oh yeah,
but it's just.
But
like,
it's also hard to bring in a girl when most of the thing is dick torture.
Yeah, this is very true. This is very true.
They're not gonna do like labia torture.
Yeah,
you keep going.
There is a return in this one. There is a return in this to some of that, like, because they can't do huge stunts anymore. There's a return to some of the smaller scale things that make it funny.
Yeah,
like Pontius gets fully naked and does high jump. It's insane.
When is Pontius not getting naked?
Yeah. So you're just watching Pontius's dick swinging as he fucking does a high jump. It's insane. It's silly. It's funny, but like it also goes on for far too long.
It goes on for a long time. I see how these movies are very. It's very fun. It's very funny watching them in retrospect, where like bros like who are definitely like, I'm super straight, watch this kind of shit and are like, this is hilarious. I fucking love this. And it's super gay.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny watching in retrospect and knowing that.
Yeah.
So, and there's just a lot of dick and a lot of vomit and a lot of
shit. That's the thing.
A lot of shit.
That's
a lot of shit. And I don't understand this Lance Bangs guy, how he's still vomiting.
all the time. Lance always fucking, he's got the weakest stomach, the weakest constitution.
Like, how are you still, like, this isn't even the worst thing you've ever seen, man.
Funniest thing was in 4 when they were doing, I can't remember if it was like Aaron. I'm pretty sure it was Aaron. Where they were doing like the cup test.
Yeah.
And like the last one was when they did the pogo stick on his
yeah,
balls.
yeah.
Yes.
Right? And then Lance just started gagging, and Johnny's like, "Come here, Lance, give me your camera." He takes his camera from him so he can fucking puke.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line.
He pukes on the camera.
He pukes
Yeah,
on the camera.
well, that's why he
and
took
they
the- he
also
took the
they
camera
took the
to-
camera. Yeah.
That's where I draw the line at Jackass. I love Jackass through and through. I will defend it till my dying day. But like once the puking starts, it's just like you're holding too long.
Half the movies are puking.
You're not a big fan of when Steve-O drinks Preston sweat
No,
and immediately vomits.
absolutely not.
Or when he's getting launched in the air with fucking vomit or shit flying everywhere, and then he's vomiting at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do the
poo cocktail.
The poo cocktail.
The
I
poo
can do the
cocktail
poo.
supreme.
The poo's okay. I just can't do the. I draw the line at the vomiting.
It's so much.
So
It's
much.
There's so
vomit.
much.
How do
I
you
know.
draw the line.
I draw
Most
the
of it
line.
is vomiting,
I know.
Dodie.
I know, bud.
Yeah. So
Like he's snorting fucking wasabi and vomiting.
yeah,
The
you sure
first
was.
time I saw that, I vomited.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's
The
fucking
first time I saw
vile.
that, I vomited. And then since then, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh God, why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's so much. He eats that. He takes the apple out of Preston's ass and eats it. Immediately vomits. I'm like, yeah. What the fuck were you thinking was gonna happen? But you know what? Like,
drinking
there's
so much semen.
there's
Why are we drinking so much semen?
It was pig jizz in one of the.
Yeah, like 15 gallons of
it's
pig
crazy.
jizz, and then the other one was horse jizz
Horse
that they
jizz.
actually jerked the horse off with.
yeah.
It's wild.
It's a lot.
It's
It ha-
disgusting and it's
it is-
deplorable.
It is, but it's.
But it's fun.
It has
It is fun.
It has
It's
its charm.
charming.
It has its fun, and like the core group were truly like pioneers in this shit. And you know, watching this now, they have some clips, a lot of clips that feature Ryan, a few clips that feature Bam, including one extended sequence that I think Dave and I were talking. I think was cut from Forever.
Okay. Yeah, because it's the Silence of the Lambs bit. Where,
Yeah.
where your buddy Pontius is
Pontius, yeah.
doing the fucking dance
Doing
in the
the-
back,
Yeah.
and they're freaking the fuck out. I don't remember Bam being in Jackass Forever, but they showed the clip again and
the full thing,
Bam's there.
and they showed Bam's whole thing.
Because I was
with
like,
it,
who
so
the fuck is that? Oh, that's Bam.
That's Bam.
That's
Yeah.
what I was wondering if they would
Like-
include Bam in some way.
They showed him in
clips
clips.
of him.
Yeah, they showed him in stuff that they've shot before.
Apparently, he approves them showing clips.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
But yeah, like honestly, without Ryan, especially, they just lost something.
Yeah.
And they truly lost a person. They lost their best friend.
Yeah.
And it shows just in like the way that like they're able to do things, and even like the stuff that like the stuff that Ryan would just do, because he would just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it, and like
shoving a toy car in his ass.
shoving a toy car in his ass. They do that entire bit again in this one, like the full sequence. You get to see the whole thing again. It's so funny.
I think
love
that's
it.
the problem with Best and Last is it's very clip show heavy.
Yeah.
It
And
sounds like a
it's
greatest,
why are we
greatest
it is.
hits.
It's like, why are we going to the theater to watch this?
Yeah.
And it's like all the shit you're laughing at the most is the old stuff.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
laughing at the new stuff.
Oh,
New
it's
stuff's
too bad.
fine,
The
but
new
it's
stuff's
just
fine. And
it's
that's
not
the
enough,
problem with
and it's
Forever
not.
is like there's no something is missing when Ryan Dunn and Bam Margera are not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite bits were always when Bam's fucking with his parents.
yeah.
I think those were always my favorite
Yeah.
bits.
Was it 3 with the gorilla?
Yes.
Yes.
The gorilla
yeah,
glue.
3 was with the gorilla. 3
And even-
also was with the
glue.
fucking super glue.
The super glue.
Yeah.
But even in the first one, when Bam's dad's taking a shit,
Taking a
and he
shit,
like
he
goes
goes
the
and beats
fire,
up with
he
it,
goes
yeah.
and beats him up, or
Yeah.
like the fireworks.
The fireworks in the car. Oh
That
man,
was good.
fireworks
Or
in
when
the car is
they
so
swap
good.
him out with Preston to sleep with his mom.
Yes, yes.
See, these are timeless, and I feel
Yeah.
like they lose that over the course of the films.
I don't know why they needed to make Jackass Forever, and I don't know why they need to make this now. It's
Yeah.
just kind of like
It
I
feels
get- I
like both
get
of
it.
those should have been like kind of
One
one
movie.
thing. Yeah, like you have all the new stunts in there, but you're also saying goodbye to the franchise. Like
Yeah.
it feels like they maybe wanted to do that, and with everything that happened with Bam and everything else, it didn't quite work out maybe the way that they wanted it
And
to
Johnny
end it.
Johnny Knoxville
And
hurting himself.
Johnny
badly.
hurting himself, which okay, I don't know if it's if that entire thing is in Forever.
It's not.
It's
just
but
the one
they
clip.
show the entire thing in
Best and
this,
Last.
and like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like
No, it's
he
small.
was he almost died.
It's a lot shorter in Forever.
Because he broke his neck, right? Because of the way he landed.
Yeah, and he had a
they
brain
also
hemorrhage.
show
Yeah.
They also show, and I don't want to spoil too much for you, Tony, because you definitely should watch this. You will have fun with. Some of
No,
these
I
old
wanted
clips, but-
I wanted to see it. I'm so mad that I missed it.
And in one of the talking heads, they were talking about this stunt that they did way back when, where Johnny herniated 2 of his discs. Which also in this movie, every once in a while they call him PJ because they're old clips, and I'm like, PJ. Oh fuck, that's right. That's Johnny's not his name.
Yeah.
It's fucking PJ.
Yeah.
And one of these clips, he's like, yeah, I fucking herniated 2 of my fucking discs in my spine. That was the talking head moment. And then they cut to the clip and they just shoved him in a box with pillows and pushed him down the stairs. It was one of the most insane things I've ever seen. I was like, what the fuck? Why
They
did
banned
you do
that one.
this?
They banned that one too. Because it was too easy to replicate.
Yeah.
Way too easy to replicate.
Too easy to replicate.
It's interesting seeing the old stuff that I would
Yeah.
have that I definitely never saw. I'm sure people have seen it.
Yeah.
I heard that clip. There's a clip where he's also like pretending he just broke out of jail.
Oh yeah.
Apparently
The infamous clip.
Apparently that clip's been available, but
Yeah.
not as clean as it's in Best and Last. So
Yeah.
it's like you get to see
You get that whole thing that
You
got
get
them
that whole thing.
that got their production of the show shut down.
Yeah. Like
Um,
it's interesting, and I think it's really wild and poignant that the credits have shine a light going over them being fucking idiots with each
Yeah.
other, and you're just like watching them kind of grow old with each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then of course Ryan's not there anymore and Bam's not there anymore.
Yeah.
So there's like this added like element of sadness to it
Yeah.
that's emotional.
Yeah.
And I thought there was something really to that. And I understand that's definitely why this movie exists.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of like, I don't know why you're asking us to go to the theater to
Yeah.
watch all of
Yeah.
these.
Like
so
this
we
could
can
have
just-
been
This
like
could
a
have been
streaming.
this could have
This
been
could have
jumped
been
out
a
on
streaming.
streaming, and
This
it would
could
have
have
done
been
just
streaming.
as well.
Yeah.
It probably would have done even better on
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah.
Because it definitely did not do well box office wise. Like, did even worse than Supergirl, but it cost substantially less than Supergirl.
Yeah.
I still think that it'll make its money.
No,
because,
it's gonna
like,
find
it was
it's gonna find its audience.
Yeah.
It's just a lesser audience.
It's hard to recommend, hey, go out to the theater to see this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I had a great time. Like,
and you also really need to be into Jackass.
yeah,
Yeah.
like for people of Tony and my generation and some of our super friends of this podcast that like Josh and Cam and I grew up watching Jackass on TV and watching Viva La Bam when that was a show, and like so like there's that lens of nostalgia where it's like, oh man, there is such a charm to going and seeing this movie, but it's hard for me to be like, yeah, you should go see it because there's so much new stuff. It's effectively a documentary clip show.
It's effectively just a clip show.
Yeah, and it's fine. It's charming. It's got its heart, and they recreate like the shopping cart at the end.
It's on the poster.
It's on the poster, but like it's just the core group of what's left of the core group, and it brings a little bit of a tear to your eye. You're like, that's it. Like this is done.
This
We're
is
never
it.
gonna have these idiots doing stupid shit anymore.
But the great thing about this, and like we've already talked about it, is like you can keep going back to it, and you're just
Yes.
gonna laugh. Like,
Yeah,
I
they're
always
little time capsules now.
exactly like I always love watching it, and Melissa's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Watching Jackass." They're like, "This is so fucking stupid."
Yeah.
And then
Low brow.
and then 5 minutes later, she's fucking pissing herself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "That's it," because like you can't
'Cause
do
it's so stupid.
anything but
Yeah.
laugh at the
Yeah.
stupidity.
Well, you could be mortified.
Well, you can be mortified.
mortified.
I'm
Some
mortified
of the
watching it. Some of it, but you see,
testicular torsion they put each other through.
I really want to know if Aaron still has his balls or if they're not been like crushed.
They might have been crushed.
Or
What is
like
it,
a
Dave?
ruptured
What is it,
screw.
Dave? That only has one?
Yeah. I would love, you know what I really want? I just want like a list of injuries.
Yeah.
I would love
Yeah.
a list of injuries that some of these guys have been through because Preston doesn't really do anything in 4 or 5. He's just kind of there.
He's looking pretty good though.
No,
in
he's looking
5.
great.
Like,
He's looking good.
He's looking really
he's
good.
Looking
He's lost quite a lot of weight.
He's looking trim.
He's looking good.
But I would just be interested to know what injuries these guys have
Yeah.
sustained over their career of stupidity.
Yeah.
Oh, and they show the clip of Wee Man in the bar.
Oh, the Wee Man bar scene is
The
so
Wee Man bar
good.
scene. Yeah, they show that again. Like everything you expect them to show again, they show again.
Yeah. None of it is, and they do, okay. So one of the things that I've never really liked, and I've actually never seen Bad Grandpa.
Do they go back to
They have
the
one Irving clip.
Yeah. And I realized I saw Bad Grandpa in theaters.
Did you?
So I have kind of seen a Jackass movie in theaters before.
I've never loved it. I've thought it was fine, but they take it a little bit too far sometimes, and it's so it like the whole bit is premised on cringe that I don't always enjoy it.
Yeah.
But the bit that they do in Best and Last, oh Tony, oh it's so good.
Let's love it.
It's really good.
I like the bit in Forever where he like sits down on like the cushion or whatever, and the guy falls off.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
launches
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
launches
The
him.
airbag.
Yeah. I like that, and him driving through the fucking window at the
scooter
the
place?
scooter
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just takes off.
he takes off.
Yeah.
Some of it is good.
Some of it is good.
Some
of it is
really
good.
funny.
Some of it hits. Some of it misses.
The other bit,
like,
because I was in 3, the other bit that they do in 3 is when he's like making out with his granddaughter.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't love that.
No, I don't like that either.
Like, it's not a great
it's too
bit.
much.
But when they get Spike Jones,
Oscar winner Spike
Yeah.
Jones.
yeah, dressed up as an older woman with humongous little hanging low tits, it's fucking silly.
I love that he's just so involved with these guys.
Oh God, yeah.
And that he's making her and fucking being John Malkovich.
And then in his spare time, he's just hanging with the
He's
Jackass.
hanging out with the
He's
Jackass
just hanging out with
crew.
fucking PJ Novak over there.
It's an acquired taste, and I don't love this movie. I don't love any of them. I do enjoy the first one looking back at it now than I did back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't recommend going to go see it in the theater. There's
No.
like even if you're nostalgic for Jackass, I can't like it's
Yeah, look, if you're a fan, wait for it to come
Wait
out
for it to come
and
out.
get all your buddies together, get some pizzas, and just kind of hang out, have some laughs. Maybe watch the first one and then watch this one. Like you can, or maybe watch a third one. You know, pick and choose some of your favorite Jackasses and watch it. But like, yeah, I don't think you need to rush out to the theater to see this in any way.
no.
But it was nice being steeped in that world again and, hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the
boys.
boys.
Yeah.
And yeah, there is an emotional element to it.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised.
Ryan Dunn forever.
And yeah, Ryan Dunn forever. So, but yeah, that's,
Anyway,
that's
there's Jackass.
Best and Last.
Yeah.
And I will never be letting Quinny watch these movies ever.
I mean, you know, there's a time. Let him
maybe-
discover it naturally on
Yeah.
his own.
He'll
When he's-
discover it when it comes to Uncle Tony's.
Exactly.
when it's on YouTube, when he
Yeah.
finds it on YouTube,
Yeah.
or somebody
sees a stunt.
sends him a
Yeah.
clip of a stunt, and he goes down the rabbit hole, and I come in, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you've discovered Johnny Knoxville, have you?"
I see we're big into Johnny Knoxville humor. You know, he's going to be watching Men in Black and go, you know what I want to see? More of that guy.
More of that guy. I want to
Yeah.
see more of Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Dukes of Hazzard,
Dukes of
Johnny
Hazzard's
Knoxville.
tease.
Is it?
It's not, but it's
Is
fun.
it?
But it's fun.
It's fun.
Is it?
Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott torturing Burt Reynolds. Yes.
Is it?
Jessica Simpson as Daisy Duke. For the Broken Lizards crew just coming out for
It's
cameos.
It's a Broken Lizard movie.
I know it is.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
Anyway.
And he was the one guy's in Jackass 2.
Yeah.
Jay is the cab
Jay.
driver
Yeah.
in Jackass 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, I think that wraps up this episode. It's been a very heavy one with a lot of movies and a lot of Jackass talk, but
And a lot of what have you.
yeah. We'll be
Quick-
back. Yep.
Quick hit. Obsession is now on digital, and
Oh,
we've been on the
yes.
Obsession train
Absolutely.
since
Yes.
Tiff. So we got to keep on. We got
gotta
to
keep on this-
choo-choo.
Yeah,
if you
we
missed
gotta-
it in theaters, go rent
fucking
it
watch it.
now.
Go rent it.
or go back to the
Or-
theater and watch it.
if it's still there. Yeah.
It's still
still there.
playing, man.
Awesome.
I'm sure it's still packed.
Awesome. You have
I
to
heard
see
it
it.
just-
You have to see it at least twice.
I heard it just passed Exorcist in the box office.
Might have.
That's-
unadjusted.
Unadjusted.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It just passed Sinners to be the most or the
Yes.
original horror of
Nice.
the decade.
Nice.
That's a huge accomplishment for all of
Yeah.
them.
Yes, and
Curry, don't fuck up Texas Chainsaw.
he won't.
He won't.
He won't.
He won't. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
He won't. He won't. Texas Chainsaw will fuck up Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is the unrated cut that we saw at TIFF.
Yes.
There are more head bashings, but
Yes.
that's it, and it's not as many as you think.
It's don't read too much into this whole like unrated rated thing. Like it's fine. It's fine on its own as the rated version. You're not
Yeah.
going to really see like a ton of extra footage from the unrated.
Yeah,
but
it's very
you
much
do get gurgling.
It's very much the Nightmare on Elm Street with an added 8 seconds for your
Yeah.
unrated your unrated
Yeah.
cut. that
Sometimes,
you'll barely
folks,
notice.
sometimes just to put that out there and explain things. Sometimes the rating system needs you to just trim a little bit out,
Yeah.
and it's inconsequential to the film. And then sometimes people make a big deal about that, and no one really knows why. Like it's really the theatrical release of Obsession is virtually the same movie as
movie.
the unedited version or the unrated version of Obsession, and either one is just as fine to watch. They're both effective.
Yes.
Um,
And if you are a physical media fan, it apparently comes out on July 14th.
hell yes.
So
that is
you
going
should
on the fucking shelf.
pre-order that very, very quickly.
Excellent. We'll be back as we kind of mentioned in this. We have an interview coming out next week, so look out for that. And then we'll be back, I think, to talk about Fantasia.
Yes, we're going to be talking about Fantasia very, very soon. So
Excellent.
keep an eye out for that. Festival
Please.
Sherpa, you get your shit together.
Yeah, we'll make sure that it's well guided for that festival. We're very excited to be back again.
Yes.
But until then, I'll still remain Jimmy. Here as always with
Big T, Tony B.
yeah, and
Sleepy Dave.
we love you all. We'll see you soon.
Yes, and happy Canada Day, or happy, because Canada Day
Independence
will
Day.
have already passed, and happy 4th of July to our American listeners.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.